My name is Tessa, and today I'm going to be talking you through my September TBR. So I'm joining BookTube, yay! I've been a part of the BookTube community for a while now, and I've just been like one of those, silent lurkers. Like, I'll sometimes comment on people's videos, but sometimes I won't, and I want to be a more involved member of the community. I'd like to, get into making videos, commenting more on other people's videos, hopefully make some friends, and just chat about books with a bunch of book-minded people. So hopefully this will go well. We'll see. So I'm taking part in 3 readathons in September, 2 month-long readathons that start on the 1st to the 30th, which are the Aurelian Magical Readathon, hosted by G at Book Roast, and Becca's Bookoplathon, hosted by Becca in the Books. And then I'm also doing a readathon from the 20th of September till the 20th of October, which is the Breath of the Wildathon, hosted by Kaz at the Little Book Owl. The announcement video for the Breath of the Wildathon hasn't been released yet, so we don't know what the prompts are just now, but once I do find out what the prompts are, I will make a separate video talking about that. Now we're going to do the Magical Readathon prompts and the Bookoplathon prompts. So I wasn't sure whether I wanted to film this or film anything, so I did the rolls off camera. Sorry about that. I was going to redo the rolls and do them on camera for you, but my rolls fit in so perfectly with the Aurelian Magical Readathon prompts that I just couldn't do it. I managed to double up prompts on every single book apart from one, so I can't pass that up. I can't. So we're gonna do it like this. I'm really sorry. Next time I will make sure to film. So I did 6 rolls overall and got 3 doubles, which it's the luck of the draw with Bookoply, isn't it? So for roll 1, I got TBR Game. So I went to Becca in the Books' August Bookoply video, and she rolled a fantasy prompt. And for this, I will be reading The Tiger and the Wolf by Adrian Tchaikovsky. So The Tiger and the Wolf is first in a fantasy series by Adrian Tchaikovsky, and it follows these 2 separate tribes. One can transform into wolves and one can transform into tigers, and our main character is the daughter of the wolf chieftain and the tiger queen, and because she's from both of these separate tribes she can transform into both, and she doesn't want to disown half of her soul, so basically she escapes from the tribe and she's basically an outcast at this point. So I'm really excited to get to this book because it seems really fun, and I'm getting it from my library and hopefully I'll enjoy it. For the Magical Readathon, this book will hopefully fit the prompt for the Wilding, which is a character prompt, and the Wilding prompt is to read a book that's set mainly outside or in a forest, and I'm hoping with the tribal elements that it will mainly be set outside. We'll see. I hope. For my second roll, I hit Current Events, which is basically a book following current events that we're going through in this day and age. So it's just racism, homophobia, global warming, etc. And for this, I decided to go for Everybody Shines, which is an anthology edited by Cassandra Newbold. And this anthology follows 16 stories about living fabulously fat. And as a fat person, I always enjoy reading books with positive fat representation, not just stories where the character starts out fat but then they lose weight and they become like really hot and stuff. I don't want those kind of books. I want books that show that you can live your best life while being fat. That's all I want, And hopefully those 16 stories in the anthology will be really nice and heartwarming. For the Magical Readathon, Everybody Shines fits in for the Mists of Solitude prompt, which is the standalone. For my third roll, I landed on Steal a Book, which was a fun one to do. I've been watching everybody's Bookoplathon videos, and this morning Rebecca Fowle posted her video, and for one of her prompts she chose Nemesis by Brendan Reichus, and I've had this on my TBR for the longest time, so when she brought this one out I was like, right, I'm gonna read this one. And this book is basically about a girl who is being killed by this boy over and over again, and she wakes up every time afterwards and has to relive it over and over again, so it's a thriller, which fits in very nicely for the Obsidian Falls prompt for the Magical Readathon, which is a thriller or a mystery. So thank you, Becca. It was really helpful. Roll number 4 got me POC rep, and for this I'll be reading Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. This is a Korean-inspired fantasy story based around a gumiho, I believe that's how you pronounce it, which is a 9-tailed fox in Korean mythology that eats souls, I believe. I believe she eats the souls of men to stay alive. For Magical Readathon, this fits for the elf prompt, which is to have moon or stars in the cover or title, and there's a big old moon on this cover. So yeah, this fits perfectly. For my 5th prompt, I landed on LGBTQ+ rep, and for this one I will be reading Girls of Storm and Shadow by Natasha Nyan. This is the 2nd book in the Girls of Paper and Fire series and follows Lei, who is a human in a world where the higher caste of people are demons, and she becomes a paper girl, which is essentially the king's concubine. For the magical readathon, this fits the novice path entrance, which is a book including a map. It's got a very lovely map. Then for roll 6, I landed on the train station spot that had all of the different titles, like girl, boy, prince, princess, king, queen, something like that. So you have to find a book that has one of those kind of title words in the title. And for this, I'm going with The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. This is fantasy story where the main character is able to make bone constructs, and this is a forbidden power. Only her father has it and now she has it. For the magical readathon, this is for the Tower of Rumination prompt, which is the 5-star prediction. I'm really looking forward to this one. Hopefully it's good. Then for my 7th roll, I hit mood read. Yes, I love a good mood read. But I knew immediately what I wanted to do for this one, what I wanted to pick. I am going to be reading Graceling for this. This is a reread. I first read this in 2008, 2009. I know this came out in 2008. I read it reasonably early on, like when I was a teenager, when I was in the Twilight phase, you know, like the early YA phase. I read this, so it was a while ago. Now that the Graceling series has had a resurgence, they've had the new covers, I've suddenly got an interest in rereading the series. I've read this and Fire, but I've not read Winterkeep or Bitter Blue yet, so I'm going to reread this and then continue on with the series. And for the magical readathon, this fits the Ash Torn Tree prompt, which is a book that you can't get your mind off of or is on top of your TBR. And this definitely fits that prompt because I've not stopped thinking about it since, you know, its resurgence pretty much. For my 8th row, I landed on Spooky Book, and for this, I'm going with Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This is a dark academia book focusing on Yale and ghosts, and I've heard lots of people saying good things about it, so I'm excited to pick this one up, finally. I feel like I'm the last one to read this. And for the magical readathon prompt, this is going to be used for the Ruin of the Sky prompt, which is to read a book with ghosts or haunted houses or other supernatural elements. This has ghosts, so it fits perfectly. And then my last roll was Feed Scroll, which was a fun one actually. I went on my Instagram and scrolled through all of the book posts that were on there, and the first one that came up that I had access to and wanted to read was A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I assume this one was on there because, you know, the new book's coming out soon. A Deadly Education is a dark academia book following a girl who has to fight her way out of this magical school. I've heard mixed things about it, but I'm excited to give it a go anyway. It's on my library app, so I'm going to get around to it soon. A Deadly Education fits perfectly for the Aurelium Academy Arc prompt, which is to read a book featuring a school setting. So fits perfectly. So that's all my rolls for Becca's Bookoplathon. 9 rolls. Pretty good. Not bad actually. The last prompt for the magical readathon that I haven't fit yet is the Etheria prompt, where my character is from. The Etheria prompt is to read a book with fae or elves in it, and for this I will be rereading The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. So I read The Cruel Prince first in 2018, I think when it first came out, and I didn't enjoy it. Please don't come for me. I know this is a very beloved series, so please don't come for me. And I want to reread it because I just want to see if my initial thoughts were just a fluke. Maybe I wasn't feeling the book at the time. Maybe I was just, you know, not in the right headspace for it. I want to reread it so then I can make a concrete choice about whether I liked it or not. Because I know it's such a beloved series on BookTube and I feel like I'm missing out. So I'm going to reread it and hopefully I will enjoy it. We will see. I'll let you know. That's it. Those are the prompts for the Magical Readathon and Becca's Bookoplathon. I'm very excited for this TBR. There are a lot of good books on there and I'm excited to see all my thoughts. I hope you are too. So I'm gonna hopefully try and make this more of a ongoing thing, like doing videos and stuff. I want to do vlog videos, reading vlogs. I want to do sit down videos like this. I just want to be part of the YouTube community, the BookTube community in general, and I'm hopefully going to, you know, continue to do this. So if you want to see more from me, please subscribe and let me know in the comments whether you're reading the same books as me or whether you're participating in the Magical Readathon or Bookoplathon at all. Just comment to let me know you were here. Like, I'd really love to chat with you all. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I wasn't too awkward for you. Baby steps, you know, we're getting into it. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!